October 2022. Melbourne Cricket Ground. 90,000 people. India needs 28 off 8 balls against Pakistan. And this man just decided the game was over. For 15 years, Virat Kohli has been the guy. Every chase, every big game, every impossible situation. But there's someone else now. Younger, calmer, just as deadly. Shubman Gill. They bat the same. They score the same. They even stand the same at the crease. So here's the question keeping cricket fans up at night. Is there room for both? Or is the king about to be replaced? Let's talk about it. Section 1. When it matters most. Look, anyone can score runs when the game's already won. That's easy. But when your team's choking, when the pressure's crushing, when one mistake ends everything, that's when you find out who's actually built different. October 2022. Melbourne Cricket Ground. India versus Pakistan. You know how big that is. 90,000 people in the stadium, a billion watching at home. India's batting first. No, wait, chasing. They're chasing 160. Should be easy, right? India's 31 for 4. Rohit's gone. Rahul's gone. Surya's gone. The whole top order just gone. And Kohli's out there on 12 off 21 balls. He looks stuck. Like genuinely stuck. Then something flips. I don't know what it is, maybe he just got angry, maybe he remembered who he is, but suddenly he's a different player. 6 off Nawaz. Boom. Boundaries off Shaheen. The whole Majee starts buzzing because they can feel it. He's locked in now. 19th over. They need 31 off 16. Harris Ralph's bowling. Rapid. Aggressive. In your face. And Kohli just launches him. Straight down the ground. 6. The crowd loses it. Commentators screaming Kohli goes down the ground. Kohli goes out of the ground. Final over. Hardick's gone. 16 runs needed. Kohli smashes it down to 2 needed off 2 balls. Then Dinesh Karthik gets stumped. 2 off 1 ball. Ashwin on strike. And Nawaz bowls a wide. Now it's 1 needed off 1. Ashwin chips it over mid-off, and India wins off the last ball. 82 not out. Unbeaten. Carried India on his back when no one else could. That's what Kohli does in pressure. He attacks it, fights it, beats it into submission. Now let's talk about Gill. January 2023. Hyderabad. India versus New Zealand. Gill's opening. He's been in good form, but this is different. This is his chance to announce himself properly. He gets to 50. Then 100. Looks comfortable the whole time. But here's where it gets interesting. He's on 185. India's batting well. He could just cruise to 200. Except 48th over. Lockie Ferguson bowling. Fast. Aggressive. First ball, Gill smashes it. 6. Okay, nice shot. Second ball, 6 again. Wait, what? Third ball, 6 again. 3 in a row. He's just reached his double century with 3 consecutive 6s like it's a net session. Look at his celebration. Small smile. Bat raised. That's it. No roaring. No punching the air. Just cool. Like he expected this. 208 off 149 balls. Youngest Indian to score an OD double 100. And he made it look easy. Where Kohli fights pressure, Gill just ignores it. Doesn't even acknowledge it exists. So we've got 2 completely different approaches to the same problem. And they both work. But can skill alone make you a legend? Or do you need something more? Section 2. The IPL where legends are born? The IPL is different, right? It's not just cricket. It's entertainment. It's pressure. It's chaos. Some players crumble under those lights. Others? They become gods. 2016. Chinnaswamy Stadium. Kohli had a season that honestly, I still don't know how it happened. 973 runs in one IPL season. Think about that number. 4 centuries. 4. In T20 cricket, where getting 100 is considered exceptional. And here's the crazy part. Halfway through the season, he split the webbing on his hand. Needed stitches. Doctors told him to rest. He said no, went out and kept scoring. There's this photo of him pointing at the stitches after a century. Like, see this? This is what it takes. Every stadium he walked into, bowlers knew they were in trouble. The Bangalore crowd knew they were watching something special. That season wasn't just cricket. It was domination. Pure, ruthless domination. Fast forward to 2023. Same stadium. Qualifier 2. Must-win game. Gujarat Titans versus Mumbai Indians. Win, and you're in the final. Lose, and you're out. Gill's 23 years old. Opening the batting. 129 off 60 balls. Let me say that again. 129 off 60 balls in a playoff game. 10 sixes. 7 fours. Just obliterating the bowling. And here's what gets me. At one point, Rohit Sharma, the opposing captain, is literally clapping for him. From the field, when the guy you're playing against stops to appreciate what you're doing, you know you've done something special. Highest ever score in a nipple playoff. Beat Sehwag's record, 890 runs that season. Second highest ever behind Kohli's 973. Different players, different eras. Same Chinnaswamy magic. Section 3. The shot that defines them. Every great player has that one shot. The one you can recognize with your eyes closed. For Kohli, it's the cover drive. Watch this. Front foot forward. Weight transferring. High elbow. And then contact. The bat stops almost immediately. He doesn't even follow through completely. But the ball? The ball's already at the boundary. And that sound? That crack of bat on ball. Pure. Bowlers know he's going to play it. They set fields for it. Doesn't matter. Still goes for 4. Now Gill's cover drive is different. Same front foot. Same high elbow. But watch. Full follow through. Textbook. Like he's posing for a coaching manual, where Kohli's cover drive is aggressive, Gill's is elegant. That's the word. Elegant. Kohli punches it. Gill strokes it. Both beautiful. Both unstoppable. Just different flavors of perfect. Section 4. What the numbers say. Alright, let's get into the stats. Because numbers don't lie. Kohli in ODI chases. 26 centuries while batting second. Averages 64. That's insane. Most players are happy to average 40 in chases. He's averaging 64. 8,000 runs batting second. Only player ever to average above 60 with that many runs. In T20 World Cups, 1,292 runs. Highest in history. He retired from T20Is as the all-time leading scorer. The man is pressure situations. Now Gill, and this is where it gets interesting. Fastest Indian to 1,000 ODI runs. Then fastest to 2,000. At 23, he became the youngest player to score an ODI double hundred. At 25, which is right now, he's already captaining India in tests. Leading Gujarat Titans in the IPL. Here's the thing that blows my mind. When Kohli was 25, he had about 2,000 international runs. He was good, promising, but still developing. Gill at 25? Over 6,000 international runs, 3 formats. Captain in 2. Kohli built his empire over 15 years of grinding. Gill's building his in 5. And the scary part? He's just getting started. Meanwhile, Kohli's still averaging 55 plus in ODIs at 37 years old. So we've got the established king who's still dominant, and the young prince who's already knocking on the door. This is wild. Section 5. How they handle failure. Here's what really shows you what someone's made of. What happens when they fail? Because everyone fails. Champions are the ones who come back. 2019 to 2022. 3 years. Kohli doesn't score a single international century. Not one. For someone who built his reputation on scoring big hundreds, that's brutal. And the internet? Oh man, the internet destroyed him. He's done. He's past it. Time to retire. Every bad game, every dismissal, there's 1,000 people celebrating it. Then, August 2022, Asia Cup, Afghanistan, 122 not out off 61 balls. Watch his celebration. He's not just happy. He's releasing 3 years of frustration, roaring at the sky. And that wasn't the end. That was the beginning of the comeback. 71st century, then 75th, then 80th. He's past 82 now. The man they wrote off came back and proved everyone wrong. June 2025. Gill's first series as India's test captain. First game at Headingley. India loses. Not a great start. Media goes after him. Too young. Not ready. Wrong choice for captain. Next match. Edgbaston, 269 runs. Highest score by an Indian batsman in England, ever, under maximum pressure. Critics everywhere. First real test as captain. And he just batted for 2 days and scored a mountain of runs. No drama, no explanations, just performance. At 25 years old. So both of them know what it's like to have the world doubt them, and both of them answered the same way. By letting their bat do the talking. Section 6. Fire versus Ice. Watching these two on the field is fascinating because they're complete opposites. Kohli wears everything on his sleeve. Gets a 50, celebrates like he won the World Cup. Takes a catch, roars at the crowd. Gets out, you can see the anger, every emotion. Joy, frustration, aggression. It's all right there. And fans love it. Some love it because it's inspiring. Some hate it because they think it's too much. But nobody ignores it. Gill is the exact opposite. Scores 200? Small smile. Bat raised. Done. Wins the game? Nod to his teammates. Walks off. Gets out? Same expression as when he's scoring runs. He doesn't need to show you what he's feeling. The scoreboard does that for him. It's not that he doesn't care, he clearly cares deeply. He just processes it differently. Fire and ice, volcano and glacier, both unstoppable forces, just moving in completely different ways. The real answer? Okay, time for the real answer. Is Kohli being replaced by Gill? Yes. And also no. Let me explain. What's actually happening here? Kohli is being replaced. That's just how time works. He's turning 37 this year. Even legends get old. But here's the thing. Gill isn't replacing Kohli. He's becoming the next version of greatness. His own version. Think about it. Kohli needs pressure. He's built for it. That McKnock? He fed off that chaos. The worse the situation, the better he played. Gill dissolves pressure. It just doesn't touch him. That 208, he made a double century look like a Sunday league game. Kohli built his entire legacy on will. Pure, stubborn, relentless will. Every run was a fight. Gill's building his on skill and composure, making the impossible look simple. And here's what'll upset both fan bases. Kohli at his absolute peak, 2016 to 2019, was unstoppable. Best OD player on the planet. Maybe ever. But Gill at 25 is already better than Kohli was at 25. Does that make Gill the better player overall? No. Does that make him the future? Absolutely. The throne isn't being taken over. It's being expanded. Right now, India gets to watch both of them. The warrior king who's still going strong, and the calm genius who's just getting started. But if you're asking me, who will be the face of Indian batting in 2030? That's Gill. Kohli will retire as one of the greatest ever. His legacy is cemented. But the future? The next decade? That belongs to Shubman Gill. So who's your pick? Team Kohli or Team Gill? Let me know in the comments. And if you made it this far, hit subscribe. We're just getting started.